Arjun, a blacksmith with calloused hands and a heart of gold, lived in the quaint town of Belapur. His life was a testament to the virtues of hard work and integrity, values he held dear and practiced every single day. His days were filled with the rhythmic clang of the hammer and the warmth of his family. Each strike of the hammer was a note in the symphony of his life, a life that revolved around the love and support of his family. He believed in honesty, hard work, and the love for his family. These principles were not just words to him, they were the foundation upon which he built his life. His family was his world, and he worked tirelessly to provide for them. Life was simple, yet fulfilling. The town of Belapur was a close-knit community where everyone knew each other, and Arjun's family was respected and loved by all. Their home was a sanctuary of peace and happiness. One fateful evening their peaceful world shattered. The sky darkened as if foretelling the storm that was about to engulf their lives. The tranquility of their home was about to be replaced by chaos and despair. The town was shaken as armed officers stormed Arjun's home. The sudden intrusion was like a nightmare come to life, leaving the family in a state of shock and confusion. His father, the town's revered elder, was dragged out, accused of treason. The accusation was not just a blow to their family but to the entire community that held him in high regard. Their home was ransacked, their dignity trampled upon. The officers showed no mercy, tearing through their belongings and leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. Arjun and his family were left bewildered, grappling with the shock. The once warm and inviting home now felt cold and alien, filled with the echoes of their despair. The accusation was absurd, preposterous even. How could a man who had dedicated his life to the service of his community be accused of such a heinous crime? His father, a man of peace and integrity, a traitor? The very thought was inconceivable. He was a pillar of the community, a man whose life was a testament to honor and virtue. Arjun pleaded his father's innocence, but his voice was lost in the storm of accusations. The officers were deaf to his pleas, their minds already made up. His world crumbled as he witnessed his father being dragged away, his family's honor smeared with baseless allegations. The pain of seeing his father in chains was unbearable, a wound that cut deep into his soul. Despair threatened to consume him, but a flicker of determination ignited within him. He knew he could not let this injustice stand. He had to fight back, for his father, for his family, and for the truth. He would uncover the truth. He would not rest until he had cleared his father's name and restored his family's honor. The path ahead was fraught with danger, but he was ready to face it. He would clear his family's name. The love and respect he had for his father fueled his resolve. He made a solemn vow to bring the real culprits to justice. Fueled by grief and rage, Arjun vowed to unearth the truth. His journey would be long and arduous, but he was prepared to face any challenge that came his way. He knew his father, a man of unwavering principles, could never betray his nation. The values his father had instilled in him were his guiding light, and he would not let them be tarnished. This injustice, this blatant lie, had to be the handiwork of someone with a sinister motive. Arjun was determined to uncover the truth, no matter how deep he had to dig. Arjun was determined to find out who was behind this and make them pay. He would not rest until he had brought the real traitors to justice. His journey for justice had begun. With each step he took, he carried the weight of his family's honor and the hope of uncovering the truth. The road ahead was uncertain, but his resolve was unshakable. Driven by a burning desire for truth, Arjun began his investigation. He was determined to clear his father's name and restore his family's honor. He started by revisiting his father's past, meticulously piecing together his life, examining every detail with a fine-tooth comb. Arjun searched for any grain of truth in the accusations, hoping to find something that would exonerate his father. His father was a simple man, his life an open book. He was well loved in the community, known for his kindness and integrity. Arjun found no connections to any treasonous activities, only years of dedicated service to Belapur. His father had been a pillar of the community, always willing to lend a helping hand. Desperate for answers, Arjun scrutinized the charges against his father. He pored over every document, every piece of evidence, looking for inconsistencies. The evidence was flimsy, circumstantial at best, fabricated at worst. It was clear that someone had gone to great lengths to frame his father. Someone had gone to great lengths to frame his father, but why? The question gnawed at him, keeping him awake at night. The question gnawed at him. He couldn't understand why anyone would want to harm his father, a man who had done nothing but good for the community. The deeper he dug, the more he realized that the roots of this conspiracy ran deep, entwined with the town's murky underbelly. It was a web of deceit and corruption that seemed to touch every corner of Belapur. Days turned into sleepless nights as Arjun followed every lead, every whisper. He became consumed by the investigation, driven by a need for justice. He discovered hushed conversations about a powerful syndicate operating in the shadows. a group that seemed to have its hands in everything. Its tendrils reaching into the town's administration, influencing decisions and manipulating outcomes. Could this syndicate be behind his father's framing? The thought sent a chill down his spine. It was a terrifying possibility, but one that made sense. The thought sent a chill down his spine. He realized that he was up against something much bigger than he had anticipated, a force that would stop at nothing to protect its secrets. But Arjun was not deterred. He knew that he had to see this through, no matter the cost. His father's honor depended on it, and he would not rest until the truth was revealed. With renewed determination, Arjun prepared himself for the battle ahead. He knew it would be a long and difficult journey, but he was ready to face whatever came his way.